Hi again then guys, and welcome to a kind of video which we don't typically do on a Sunday, but after last night's community spotlight video in particular, and also thanks to a number of messages and comments that I've gotten regarding the rain glitches in GT Sport, I've had a lot of people ask, how do you actually do this? So this is just a quick rundown. It's a very simple method, and if I recall correctly, it's pretty much the exact same method that you can do in GT6 to get rain on different tracks which do not currently have rain in the game. Now, what you need to do is go to a lobby. So I don't recall if you need online or not, PS Plus. I think you might need to, but I can't remember. Then go to create a new room, of course. Then, as far as the settings, you can pretty much go for whatever you want, so you'll need to name the room something. Then, the crucial part is to select the track. Now, in order to do this, it would appear, from what I've seen and tested at least, that this works with Spa, because of course Spa is not the only rain track in the game, but this is the one that it seems to work with anyway. So click on Spa, then go to the conditions and set it on rain. Now, I find this to be a little bit temperamental. Certain tracks it does not work on. Rally tracks, for instance, even some tracks at different times of day, it doesn't seem to work. So I'm not sure why. For me, the wheelie glitch is a little bit temperamental as well. Maybe it's just different for different people or something, but select rain, of course, whichever time of day. If it doesn't work, just try a different one. Then create the room. What you want to do is come up here to the top of the screen, go to Race Settings, because just to show you very briefly, if we go to the track, you can see on the car when it loads up, of course, that the window wipers are on, the rain is falling, the road is wet. So, all good. Now, exit back to the menu again. You don't need to do that. That was just to show you. Come up here to the race settings, click on that, go to event settings, and then change the location to a track that you want to test. Now, I've tested a few. I've found that it seems to be more responsive to Bathurst and Route X in particular. Some of the tracks that I've tried, it did not work with, in my experience. As I said, rally tracks did not seem to, and also it didn't work on Catalonia, and even the Nürburgring seemed temperamental, even though some people got it to work on there and others didn't. So once you select the track, I'm not sure if the time of day matters. I think it actually might matter, because sometimes, as I said, it works and other times it doesn't. It should load up the new track. Of course, you'll have to wait for that to all happen before you can go out on the circuit. But what it should do, if it has worked, is you'll have the new track, but the weather conditions will still be from the previous one. So when you actually exit the pit lane onto the road, as you can see, it has worked successfully. The rain is indeed still falling, the window wipers engage, and you're out on a wet track. So, of course, this is the exact kind of condition that you saw yesterday in that community spotlight video where I was racing here. You've got a wet road. Now, a couple of clarifying points. Some people were asking, does this mean that we are going to be getting these tracks with rain? Is it just like a glitch that is making it look like rain, but it's not actually rain? It is definitely more so the latter, and I do not think by any stretch this is a confirmation that we will be getting rain in future on all of these tracks. I would go so far as to say that's almost certainly not going to happen in some cases, such as here. And one of the reasons why is because A, it does not affect the road. And I say that for multiple reasons. Visually, of course, there are no puddles, there's no shine, it's just a normal road still. The car is what's changed. And of course the rain droplets as well. And the second thing is that it does not affect the physics. And that is crucial as well, of course, because if it was tricking the game into, like, giving you early access content, if you want to think of it that way, well then of course the physics would change. But they haven't changed. As you can see, I'm on Racing Super Softs, you can move around on the road no problem, and the car is not slippery in the slightest. So that's the way to do this. Sometimes it might work, sometimes it might not. I noticed that once you change, for instance, if I were to now go and change to a different track, sometimes it won't have rain anymore. So I think what you might need to do is go back to Spa each time to kind of reset the rain and then choose the new track. So if you get it right, it can be pretty cool in a lobby, but I would recommend, based on my experience, choose the track that you want to stay on. Don't jump around on different tracks because the effect might wear off, in other words. So of course, if you do decide to use this glitch, before they patch it, which they doubtless will. It has no advantage whatsoever for racing. It's just a cool visual. It's not like a wheelie glitch or a money glitch or a pit lane glitch. This is purely just for the fun, interesting side of things. More like the big wheel cheat back in the day in Gran Turismo 4. No effect on the game, just looks kind of cool. But that's it for this quick tutorial. Of course, stick around on the channel for more. If you haven't already checked out the wheelie glitch to get the Tomahawk to like 400 miles per hour on the rear wheels, of course, click the playlist here on screen to my tuning video and you can see that. But for now, that's it for this tutorial. I'll see you guys next time, and for now, as always, thanks for watching.